black watch. And this is a real quick one. I'm leaving a store that I go to quite frequently. And I've encountered, many of people here, many types of people here. Oh, that baby needs to get her window fixed. That's not comfortable, not safe. It can't be warm. But I encountered a cashier today. He's obviously new. Customer service attendant, whatever they want to call him. I don't know. I don't know what the politically correct term is. He's a cashier to me. And he'll probably always be a cashier with this type of attitude. I was third in line. Third. Elderly white man. He's at the counter. And after him, I want to say Hispanic man. I don't know exactly which nationality, but he was Hispanic. And he had a lot of Hispanic foods on his palate. So he probably is part of a restaurant group, and he's buying stuff for his restaurant. So good afternoon, sir. Thank you. Have a good day. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you. Have a good day. That came for the elderly Caucasian man, and that came for the Hispanic man. When I pulled up, and I really wasn't buying a whole lot. That's the crazy thing. I usually have a few more things I got to get, and I didn't have a whole lot, so there was no cart, there was no nothing. I just went and grabbed. I literally had to get some fucking chips. I want to make me a sandwich, and I needed some chips. I like chips with my sandwich, so I'm about to make me a sandwich. What can I say? So I just put the bag on the counter. Now, the first thing you're supposed to do is you're supposed to ask, what's the name of the business that you're purchasing for? Because that place is made for businesses. So that's the first thing you're supposed to do. The very first thing you're supposed to do is, good afternoon, sir. Because you did it to the other two people previous, but you didn't do it to me. And then you ask me, is this for business or home? Business or residence or whatever, business or personal, whatever. They figure out the best way for them to always say it. And I have never have a problem with it. And I always tell them a business, and I always give them a business. He didn't say hello. He didn't ask me if it was business or personal. He hit the barcode and he told me the total. I felt like we were a little incomplete in our conversation, so I asked him how he was doing it, and he said he was good. He actually had a pretty decent demeanor about him. He said he was good. So I was okay. You good? I was like, yeah, it's nicer today. A little warmer. He's like, yeah, it sure is. He didn't say hello to me. And he didn't ask me if it was for a business or if it was personal. He just proceeded to ringing my shit up. So I didn't know what that was about. So with that being said, I gave him the bread, and he gave me the change back. And then now they're trying to hand you your change without actually handing it to you. They give you a receipt like this so you can grab it in the middle, and then they drop your change in your hand. I get all that. I totally get it. I probably would have got offended at before, but, I understand. They're trying not to have any hand-to-hand contact. I get it. I said, you have a nice day. He had already looked past me and was bringing the other person up. And I got just to the end. This is a very short cashier cycle. And I'm damn near by the customer service desk, which few of the gentlemen that I know personally and know by name, have talked to them outside of the business. I say you always speak to your customer when they come up, and you always tell them goodbye. He's like, yep. He didn't realize his manager was like literally standing in the corner. I don't think there's a printer or something, or might even be a door right there that they go into another spot. And he was looking. And I was like, you do it to every single person. That's a good customer service practice. You speak to every customer and you always tell them goodbye. And I looked at him and I winked. Because he had saw what it went on. But I'm probably the first person that said anything about it all day. See, you're not going to work in my community and be disrespectful to my people. This is my village. And if I've got to come trade at the place that pays you, I'm helping you get paid. So the one thing you're going to do all day, if I show up and you're my cashier, you're going to talk to me. Not because you want to, because I'm going to make you. If your employer doesn't make you, or they don't get enough complaints to whether they take your ass off the money and put you back in the stock room where you ain't got to worry about talking to nobody but some boxes and pallets, that's their business. But you're going to respect me. Because I know you just respected the two people before me. Why didn't you respect me enough to speak to me? That's all I want to know. I mean, I didn't mind that he spoke to that Caucasian gentleman. I didn't mind that he spoke to that Hispanic gentleman until he didn't speak to me. See, if he hadn't spoke to them and didn't speak to me, I was like, he's just having a bad day. And I still would have tried to instigate some conversation. And if he had been having a bad day, his voice wouldn't have been as chipper as it was when I talked to him. But seeing that he wasn't having a bad day, because he talked to the other two gentlemen, but didn't talk to me, I took it as disrespect. And once I take it as disrespect, that's a whole different conversation. Because as I hand you my money, and you get just a few pennies off of that for your hourly rate, you owe me that much respect. Just like you got them few pennies off of the Hispanic man. It's like you got them few pennies off the Caucasian man. We help you make your money. And if you respected them enough to speak to them, then you're going to respect me to speak to me. It's the Black Watch. This is a short one. You know, I ain't got a lot to say right now. This is a short one. But these short ones, the dose is just as heavy as a 25, 30 hour long dose. Because this is our daily dose. This is when you got to change your day around. You do not take disrespect from nobody just cause. Now, if you do some disrespectful shit out here, somebody gonna do some disrespectful shit back to you. I get it. But if you didn't do anything disrespectful to someone, you don't take that from anybody. If you've been here this long, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button, because you must have liked what you heard. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down button. It's all good. Let me know what you felt in the comments section. And if you want to come back for some more hate, for some more disdain, hit subscribe so you can be notified. Hit that bell so you can really be notified. You can be ready to put your thumbs down. But I don't really say shit to get a thumbs down. I just get thumbs down because people just be naysaying. You think I give a fuck about what they saying when they naysaying? You know what I say about naysayers. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody who does. One love.